Hello, and welcome back to Minotaur Hotel. And we are here deciding whether or not we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the thing. Yes. I know we did this option for Luke, I think, so I assume we will be reading this whole thing. Coda is having a much easier time managing the lounge now that the kobolds are helping him run things. However, the small creatures still tend to get orders wrong or find themselves easily distracted, and miscommunication is a frequent issue. They are doing their best, but it's possible that they need a helping hand. To that end, the R&D team has made an order for several computers and large touchscreens and purchases to license no hotel is here. What? No restaurant management software. This, they reported, should make keeping track of orders and tables a little easier. The software is flexible enough to make tweaks to and customize the interface. The team spent the day tinkering with it, and at last it is ready to use. You and the team head down to the lounge to install the equipment. A computer is set up to on the counter for Coda to use. Then a screen is mounted over the counter to show the guests the status of their orders, and a touchscreen is installed at the ground level for the kobolds to use. Once everything is installed and connected, you explain to Kota how the system works. So if you click here, it'll show you all of the tables. They'll be gray if they're unoccupied, and green if the occupants have made their orders, and blue if the order has been served.
I see. This one, you said.
No, that's for punching the time card. Yeah, the time clock when you start your shift.
I'm terribly sorry, Anon. It takes the hotel a moment to translate electronics. I suppose I have gotten used to it translating everything for me, and have lost the habit of remembering English instructions.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Oh, they're cute. Actually, let me see if I can just set the language to Japanese. After giving the dragon a quick rundown, you turn to the kobolds. I love this track. It is cute. I like it. What? Where's Gruggy?
He wanted to show Asterion a treasure.
How long will that take? Never mind, let's just get started. You lead them towards the lower screen, and duck down to the level. You see the little button here? Down here. Those are the tables. When you take an order from a table, you tap it. Well, go on. Who wants to try? Nono goes ahead and taps on table B. 8? 8. That's what that said? The tables are numbered, not lettered. See, now you have some more buttons on the top here. Your turn now, Zippito. Wait, Zippito. Tap order. You walk the kobolds through the menus, and they take turns clicking the options. After a couple tries and with patient instructions, it seems like they quickly get to the hang of it. You guys ready for a practice run? I'm going to sit at table 9 and pretend to be a customer, and you can come take my order. Okay, you walk over to one of the tables. Nono approaches you, gives you a small greeting, and hands you the menu. Thank you, Nono. I'll just get a glass of tap water for now.
Hello, Nono. I'll be having a glass of wine. Thank you.
Oh. Did I miss anything? Nono heads off towards the touchscreen. Gruggy joins him, and the two go back together to get the darker kobold called up.
Let me explain. Gruggy dragged me to the kitchen to show me a present he received. It was a silly thing, but he really liked it. A little origami lizard, a guest made for him, with one of those aluminum foil pans, from the day Coda served shepherd's pie.
I remember, it was delicious.
He told me all about how proud he was that he earned it by giving good service and being nice to the customers. I asked him if he and his brothers are happy staying here, and said that he didn't work if He needn't work if he did not wish to, but he said he enjoys helping the other guests and is proud of his work anon.
Happy to hear. I don't want to feel bad about having them work for baubles. Is that what that says? And a roof over their head. Now, what's up with the uniform?
I'm getting there. Well, he was very excited and kept talking about all sorts of stuff. He mentioned his uniform and how he's a little ashamed he can't wear long sleeves, like his brothers, because of the spikes on his shoulders tearing them up. So I told him that, because of my back and neck, there are some clothes I can't wear either. I made a version of their uniform adapted to fit my body, and told him that the way he wears his uniform is unique. It's unique to him, and to not feel ashamed of it. It seems like there were words he needed to hear.
That's really sweet, Asterion. Oh, and you look really handsome in those, actually.
Thanks!
Nono arrives with 2 glasses and a bottle of wine. He uncorks it and begins serving the both of you. No, I didn't ask for wine.
There's no water on the screen.
Noted. I'll ask Coda to add water to the menu. In the meantime, I'll have the wine then. Thank you, Nono. Something catches your attention. On the screen above the counter, you see that orders are piling up from all the tables. You look back at the 2 kobolds on the screen. Gruggy is tapping away frantically, piling up orders while Zepeto tries to pry him away from the screen.
Stop! I want to make them all green.
Nono runs off to assist his brother. You take a sip of your wine. Well, you're dressed like them. Want to go set an example?
Oh, with pleasure, Master Anon. Shall I get you anything else?
Just go, dummy. Asterion giggles and goes over to join the kobolds. You finish your wine and then go check on the exploration team.
The exploration team, we do the thing.
Found a transcript, okay. Another week gone by. Good lord. Under your wise and kind-hearted leadership, the Minotaur Hotel has provided shelter to another wave of wanderers. Some still lick their wounds. Many have already departed, and a few chose to stay behind and join your ranks. And like any ship's crew, one should expect them to partake in silly rowdiness every now and then, regardless of your comrades. Tonight, even after all the guests have returned to their rooms and the lounge's doors have been closed, a crowd still lingers. Okay. Oh, is it like this whole scene with the... Look at him! Look at him, he's cute! You pet the boy. Wolf is just here to be here. You move a chair aside so he can hang out with the rest of the group.
Luke, I will indulge you for tonight, but I'm warning you, if you scratch any of the tables with those cans, or, heaven forbid, your talons.
Relax, Blue Boy. It's all good.
Asterion fidgets with the table of his beer can. Having a hard time with opening it, you reach out to give him a hand just as he as he seems to get it right. And he clumsily drops the can. It hits the Minotaur's right hoof and rolls across the floor below the table, finally coming to a stop right next to where Wolf is sitting. A beer pours from the top from the open top to form a widening puddle, which Wolf is swiftly begins lapping up. Oh shit! You are about to get up from the chair and drag Wolf away from the spill, but quickly decide that angering your canine companion wouldn't be the best idea. It is non-alcoholic beer, at least. We will...
Damn, Blue Boy. Didn't know you had it in you.
Well, it's your turn. It's your turn next. You get to choose. Okay. What? I'm just curious. I want to get to know you guys better. Nope. No, wait, what did it say about Wolf? Asterion, Luke, Kota, and Wolf drinks. Okay.
Woo! You enjoying the brew, Blue Boy?
Okay.
It's very nice.
Well, Kota, whose hand was it?
A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
Is that person here, Blue Boy?
Luke kneels down and takes Kota's hand, batting his eyelashes.
Could it be me?
Kota shoves him away with a grunt and roll of his eyes. Luke laughs, barely able to take on his seat. Well, hold on to his seat.
All right. Who's up next?
Okay. What? Drink once if you... No, we'll just...
You grace us with your presence and terrible etiquette every day. You should know by now.
I know, I'm just messing with y'all.
Luke heads off to the bathroom. You notice Wolf lapping up the beer spilled on the floor. Well, of course you've licked your dudes. I've seen it myself.
Crisis solved.
Okay. Not much. Who's up next? Wolf stares at the rest of the group. Well, any suggestions? The canine yawns and then goes back to licking the drops of beer can on the ground. I see. Should we drink to that?
No excuse not to.
Everyone has a drink. Alright, it's my turn, and then a staring. Okay. Drink if you would do someone at the table. Drink if you've ever fucked a guy while not using a charm. I think that's what... Luke and Wolf drink. Amazing. Amazing. And Luke drinks again. Of course.
I remain undefeated.
How did you find someone willing to have sex with a mythical? Or did you perhaps just remove your charm during the act?
Why, I am positively offended you would even think that, Blue Boy.
Wait, was that... Oh, that was Kota. Okay. For some reason, I thought that was Robert. I miss voicing Robert. It's been a while.
Blue Boy, I'll have you know, it was all very consensual. As to your first question, there's a couple internet communities I can show you later if you promise to keep their secret. You know how many dudes would form a line to pound dragon ass.
That's it. I am changing the subject. Oh, I must admit, it is comforting to hear this.
Say, you've been awfully quiet so far, Asterion. It's your turn now. Drink if you've ever slept on the lap of someone you love. Oh my god. Okay, he's done it. Asterion has managed to beat Luke at his own game.
Yeah, I got close, let me tell you. But I'm a man of my word. I accept defeat.
Tell us more about him, Asterion. What was it like?
Okay.
Now, I don't know what your life's been like, Bluey, but if God ever created something right, it's men, and the warmth I feel when I'm spooning with them.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's all. It's Oscar's first paycheck, and he deserves some time off. I might not be good for much, but I can at least give him that. A day at the beach, something he's never enjoyed before. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. You'll end up henpicking like your dad in no time.
I hope you're right.
He said he might have chosen to stay for love, and look where that got him. I wish I could take the masters, but what about Oscar? I promised to help him if he ever to get his life in order. I can't just pack up and leave now. His current pay is nowhere near enough to make rent, so chances are he'd just end up on the street again. God, no. Not after everything we've been through during the trip in the hinterlands, and certainly not after... My gaze went to his hands, clapping on his thighs to the beat of the song. The kid didn't catch me looking. He was forced on the green sea and to his right. The knot welling in my throat. I most certainly reach out for one of his hands, but would he pull away? Punch me? Think I was trying to... I sat there, half paralyzed. And that's when I noticed his gaze locked on mine through the window's reflection. He was the one to reach out and squeeze my hand. God help me, I can't leave him. This is all one big sick joke, isn't it? It's all happening again. A watchman and his charge, locked together on the path to ruin. Oh, okay. There they go. He took hold of my hand and led the way. Couldn't stop myself from smiling at how much of a kid he could be when he got into something.
Oh,
does that bother you now?
I don't know. Now I feel kind of stupid for bringing it with me.
Ashamed of being seen with your old man? Yeah, I know the feeling. He elbowed me, nearly pushing me over into the water. Stop that! After that, I told him I'd find a place to lay on a towel down. He was concerned that he wouldn't be able to find me before remembering my bright green feathers. Still, he tried to drag me into the water. It took no small amount of coaxing to get him to let me off the hook. Okay. For the second and third attempts, he tried again to get me into the water with him. I didn't want to get my feathers covered in salt, so I compromised by moving nearer to the shoreline, within earshot and sitting up. We talked about the smell of salt, seaweed, and the breeze carrying fine droplets of water, about by implication the naughty secrets he and I shared as two mythics disguised as humans. Both times he started giggling out of nowhere. He said the water tickled. Only when he was leaving it did I notice there was a whole school of tiny fish surrounding him. Guess even dumb fish want the taste of quality beef. For the most part, however, he just sat in the shallow water, keeping his eyes closed and letting the water flow around him. Not that was the only thing he did on the beach. Okay. I suppose I couldn't deny that it was nice to have some good bulk to hold onto. Oscar sank his nose onto my chest, eyes closed, making their little noises. His unusual, not quiet snoring groans? I hugged him and preened? Okay, a tuft of his hair. Got himself all covered in salt, and I don't care. Got myself covered in salt. For a little while, I just kept watch. But soon enough, for once in my life, I think I managed to fall asleep. When it started to get dark, we prepared for another one of Oscar's requests. He wanted to make a bonfire. We had parked the car by an abandoned lot, covered in overgrown vegetation and dried up trees. Okay. Well, Oscar seemed damn proud of himself and bumped his hip against mine. I think he was making sure to be gentler than earlier, too. Too weak even for playing around, eh? You sack of shit. Well. That's what you say now. It ain't easy being around someone like me. Even if I do get treatment. Okay. Oscar shrunk into himself. Every centimeter separated the two of them. The two of us felt sore. I wanted to hold him. I ought to. But it was one of those moments when one resigns himself to whatever fate being a man asks of him, even when he knows it's for the worst. He sighed. I cleared my throat and looked up at the stars. They sure as hell didn't feel like giving guidance that night.
Don't you ever forget how much I like you, all right?
Yeah, it's all good, Oscar. Grandpa sold his soul to the devil for love, didn't he? People died because of it, and so did he. After the weight of all his wrongdoings became too much, Oscar was looking at me with his sweet eyes, hands fidgeting as he waited for my reaction. All I wanted was to nuzzle the top of his head and hold him until the break of dawn. And guess it's true what they say, the road to hell is paved with good intention.
Oscar, you really want to stay with me?
Yeah, you dumbass.
No, think about it. You know what I am, what I did, what my father's been doing for generations. We're all fucked up in the head. You can get out. You have all the chances in the world to do it. Hell, you don't need to be with me. You know that, right?
Yeah, 'cause I do.
And you really want to stay with me?
Christ, when you put it like that, it's almost like I'm some kind of precious little saint you're trying to protect. Like shit, I'm not that way at all. I'm an adult, you fucker. I know what I'm doing here, just as much as I know how to do this right.
He came closer and put the bracelet on my wrist.
You're afraid of recursion, right? Maybe I should be fearful too, but it is so damn wrong to think we can make things work.
Oh, is it so damn wrong? Okay.
We can just take it one day at a time. Focus on surviving. Things should clear up after a while. Pedro?
Okay. I was shaking from the effort. Both of coiling myself together, bringing every piece of my broken mind back into its place, and of stopping myself from crying out. Is this really what you've sent my way, God? Must I follow the same path Grandpa did? I breathed in, held it, and as soon as I let it out, I knew exactly what kind of death awaited me. This is what I am, no running away from it. No matter how much I try, it all keeps happening again and again. It all comes down to doing the family business to cover the bills, to pay my debt, to put food on the table. Might as well accept that it's what I was made to do. I clench my hand as hard as I could around the amulet. I knew it wouldn't break. At least I'm not alone. I'm calling Dad tomorrow. I'm taking him up on his offer. Oscar hugged me again. I couldn't stop myself from muttering into the thick fur of his neck. No running away. No more running away to look for the hotel. And no more pretending I'm someone I'm not. I wrapped my arms around him. No more pretending my grandpa was anything but some goddamn madman. I squeezed Oscar in close, and once more wet his shoulder with my goddamn weeping. Gramps, I'm sorry. I can't carry your weight anymore. Thank you for your love, but if I hold on to it... Okay. Yeah. Okay. We will end the part here, I think. So I will see you around, everyone.